Hello and welcome everybody to Entrepreneur 365. My name is Jerry Burt and I'll be your host for today's show. Really want to talk briefly to you today about an astounding principle that will help you as a business owner. If you are like most people that have a business, you have a home-based business, you have something that you're operating from your home and you are doing it on the internet, you don't really have an office yet, but you are really trying to build your little home-based business into something that is a real-life, living, breathing business. Well, today's tip is going to help you. If you have customers or clients, prospects or leads, people that you are in the process of working with, and you're providing a service to them, there's a tip that I want to share with you. It's a law. It's a principle. It's called the law of the scale. The law of the scale. The law of the scale says that you have to weigh more to the few, and then many will want you. Let me say it again. The law of the scale is this. Weigh more, W-E-I-G-H, weigh more to the few. Weigh more to few of your customers. Become more valuable to the few number of your customers that do the most business with you. If you do that, then more people will want you. There will be a hunger and a thirst to get your products and your services because the value that you create with each customer that you have. In other words, become more valuable to a fewer number of customers that you have. Think of it like this. If you have 100 customers, then probably 20% of those customers that you have that are doing business with you, that are trading with you, are spending 80% of their money with you. In other words, the revenue that you're bringing into your business out of the 100 people that are coming in to do business, 20% of those customers are generating 80% of your revenue. So then you have a larger group of people that are generating only 20% of your revenue. The concept is once you become more valuable to the 20% of the people that are generating 80% of your revenue, that's a smaller pie that's generating you more revenue. It costs you operating dollars to service each customer. The fewer customers that you're servicing, the least amount of money you're spending on that customer. But in return, if you are growing the value that you have with fewer of your customers, then they are generating more of your revenue. A lot of businesses don't understand this principle. They're actually spending time working with customers who are inherently angry, who are inherently unsatisfied or won't be satisfied with anything that you do for them. They spend the least amount of money with your business. They generate the most amount of customer service activity that you have to provide. And the result and the bottom line is that you're not growing the revenue from this kind of customer. The great thing would be, the best thing would be for you to try to get rid of those customers that are doing a moderate amount of business with you, but their business is resulting in fewer dollars that go to your bottom line. Instead, the law of the scale is that become more valuable, create more value with the 20% of the customers that are actually spending 80% of your revenue generation. In other words, it's the 80-20 rule in reality. A gentleman by the name of Wilfredo Pareto, French economist, discovered this principle in his country many years ago. He was observing the fact that there were only a small percentage of businessmen in his country that were generating 80% of the revenue. And when he discovered this concept, he began to see that concept was a law. Actually, it applies to basically every area of life. 20% of the people are generating 80% of the crime. 20% of the people in business are generating 80% of the revenues wherever you go. That's why there's Occupy Wall Street, because basically 1%, 20%, and then of that 20, the top 1% has generated most of the money over the past 10 years in this country. If you notice in your home, you only use 20% of the area of the square footage of your home. In your closet, you only wear 20% of the 80% of the clothing that you have in your closet. If you walk on your carpet, you only walk on 20% of the area of your rugs in the house. So the 80-20 rule, which was made popular by the French economist, a gentleman by the name of Wilfredo Pareto, is a law that operates in business as it does in every aspect of life. So I want to make sure today that you understand that this principle works. So our principle today, the law that we're teaching today, is the law of the scale. Way more to the few than many will want you. That's your tip for the day. My name is Jerry Bird. I'm your host of Entrepreneur 365. And we'll see you next episode with some great tips and ideas and strategies that will help you to take your business from where it is to onto the pathway of profitability. We'll talk to you next time. God bless you.